will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Hosley. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable. Easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Takes the handoff. It's Overton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got a man. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Overton. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Grimes. Finds the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hauls it in. And the ball's out after that big play. And this fumble will score it out of bounds. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. It's caught. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turning it on! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Switch it. Go! Still going.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Under fire. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
Man, that's one of those as an offense, you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception, but there's a reason he plays DB, and he's on that side of the football, probably because he can't control his body and even get that foot down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. This time he's got him. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Hosley. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Running inside, it's Hosley. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Quick release on the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throws it back. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. It's a seam wide open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Hokies! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Hosley. Crosses to 40. At the 45, on his way. Oh, a lot of space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the #1 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And in It's the Sun Devils coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
With the catch, it's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On the move. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Roll his way into the end zone.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw, it's Grimes. Firing to the right, complete.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Third touchdown of the game. A third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Virginia Tech, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Overton. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Makes the grab. It's Keith. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Hokies. He got a step and just dusted the field. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosman. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Back to throw, it's Grimes. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to go right back downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Grimes. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And the Yellow Jackets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid tackle.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond. They
were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go for it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Overton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give. Got a little grass. And he scores! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, a good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The play action fake. Under fire. Still looking. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.